Hey guys, so we're going to be doing something slightly different today. We're going to be playing Ace Attorney instead of Persona 3 because my game is on my Game Pass and I've heard really good things about Ace Attorney. I'm pretty sure it's quite an old game. I don't know if this is a remake, but I had an old friend who was like really obsessed with it and trying to explain the lore, but I never understood. So maybe I'll finally understand what's happening, and I'm actually super excited because I had no idea this was on the Game Pass. Okay, so what is happening? They're going to show like a cutscene or something. New game. Play this game. Episode 1, the first turnabout. Why is that guy smiling creepily? Play the first turnabout, yes. Already got an achievement. Oh, I don't know who's talking. Gasp, gasp. I don't know how to say a gospel. Oh no, someone died. It's a woman. Damn it, why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. Oh, okay, she can't talk, she's dead. I'm gonna find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I already have someone in mind. I'll make it look like he did it. That's kind of rude. You literally killed a beautiful woman. August 3rd, 9:47 AM, District Court Defendant Lobby number 2. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Oh man, look at her. Hi Chief. Woo, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you and your client as well. Okay, she whizzing me up, bro. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. Oh, nice. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. He's not gonna defend the guy who actually killed him, right? Killed her. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over. My life, everything, it's over. Who's saying that? Is that your client screaming over there? Yes, it's him. Death, despair. Oh, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. It sounds like he wants to die. Oh my god. Yeah. Butts? Why is bro's name Butts? Nick! Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me that death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. Are you okay? What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. The girl who died. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death. The newspapers say it was you. Well, it makes sense, there's often partners that kill each other, to be fair. But they're also wrongly accused a lot. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. Oh. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Oh no, his best friend is being arrested and he has to defend him. Wouldn't you be biased then? Let's go ahead and saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. Is that a pun? That's actually good. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. That he smells? Oh, okay, it's not just that he smells, that he like gets in trouble. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say though, it's usually not his fault, he just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. I thought we were going to be defending the guy who actually did it, to be honest. August 3rd, 10 AM, District Court, Courtroom number 2. 10 AM, that's fucking early. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Is that us? Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. White, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Hand shaking, eyesight fading. Is he okay? The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. It's Larry Butts in it. It's not ourselves. The defendant, well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Why would I get my best friend's name wrong? Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Ooh, I know this one. I'm glad I read over the case report so many times. No way, I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Or the victim? Of course, I know the victim's name. I just forgot temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press the right bumper to check it anytime, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Mr. White, who is the victim in this case? Cindy. Cindy Stone, isn't it? The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of the death? She died because she was... blunt trauma. She was struck once, but by a blunt object. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. White. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then. First, a question for the prosecution, Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor? As Mr. White just told us, the victim was struck with the blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was this statue of the thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. Oh god, the whole statue. I see, the court accepts it into evidence. Statue added to the court record. A statue in the shape of the thinker is rather heavy. Who's the thinker? Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have going in court. Use the right bumper to check the court record frequently. Okay, I will maybe. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls a defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh, Larry's getting excited easily. This could be bad. Oh, jeez. Ahem. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Oh god. Poor dude. Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Anthony. I don't know much about all that. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumb. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me ever. Okay, what did you do to deserve that? Like, were you a shitty boyfriend? What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, what you described is generally what we mean by dumped. Yeah, you don't have to be explicitly dumped, like my ex just completely stopped talking to me and we're technically still dating. If you have to formally break up, then we're still dating to this day and it's been like 5 bloody years. In fact, she had completely abandoned me. I was seeing other men. Oh god. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean one of them? Oh, she's seeing several people at once. Lies, all of it lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Passport added to the court record. The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on the 7th of... no, I am English, so that's why I'm reading wrong. The 30th of July, the day before the murder. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, but no way. The victim was a model but did not have large income. Oh, that's sad. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Oh, okay. Daddies? Sugar? I wasn't expecting this from her when I saw her dead in the ground. Yes, older men who give her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle, so he didn't do anything wrong, she was just an asshole. Dude. We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I? You know what? I'm gonna stop him from answering. I don't fucking trust that dude. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Oof. Wince. How do you wince? Dude, what do you... Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That's cheating, she-dog. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is not looking good. Fuck. Should I have just let him talk? Like, what was I even supposed to do in that scenario? He was gonna run his mouth anyway. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did and maybe I didn't. Oh, you can't just say that. Uh-oh, he won. What do I do? Have him answer, honestly. I know, I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah, I was there, I went. Order. Well, Mr. Butts, dude, chill. She wasn't home, man, so, like, I didn't see her. Your Honor, the defendant is lying. What? Lying? The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness? Oh, the actual murderer. The man who found the victim's body, just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendants fleeing from the scene of the crime. Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sarwit to the stand. Fuck us. Why is he smiling like that? Mr. Mr. Sarwit, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is that correct? Oh, yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Sarwit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Witness account. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing from an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 PM. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Fuck. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sarwit used was one of those, Your Honor. I have a record of the blackout for your usual pose. Blackout record added to the court record. Electricity to Miss Stone's building was out from noon to 6 PM on the day of the crime. Now, Mr. Wright, Yes, yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? Oh, right, this is it, the real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why you expose the lies in the testimony the witness just gave? Lies, what? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do you prove he's not? Boy, he sucks. Like, just do your job, I know you. You hold the key, it's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Open the court record with the right bumper, then point it out a contradiction in the testimony. Fuck. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing from the apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Okay, let's check this. Oh, the time of death was 4 to 5? Didn't you say that it was 10? The victim apparently arrived home from Paris. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it's strange, I looked inside the apartment and I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I crawled in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. Yeah, okay. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly, it was 1 PM. You found the body at 1 PM, you're sure? Yes, it was 1 PM for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at some time after 4 PM. There was no body to find at 1 PM. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Oh my god, I did the right thing. I know it's only gonna get harder, but this is so stressful for me. Jesus Christ, I thought I was gonna get it wrong. Oh, that. This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. Are you an idiot, bro? Stop sweating, dumbass. After hearing his testimony, I find it hard to believe. Mr. Sarwit, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 PM? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one and the whole story falls apart. Is she just there for emotional support? Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? The time of discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Wait. Noon to 6 PM. But wasn't the electricity out? Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 PM. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Dummy. I see. You heard a voice saying the time of a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do. I've got this one. Yeah, because he's just fucking dumb, man. He's just making up shit. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Hopefully this is right. Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery, and this record proves it. And what the hell is he doing? You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Gah. Well, ugh. Ugh. The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sarwit? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite, what? What? Wait, I remember now. Mr. Sarwit, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant correlations are harming your credibility. That and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sarwit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Witness testimony. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment. Wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to... The murder weapon? A table clock? It was a fucking statue. What are you yapping about? That must have been what I saw. Dumbass. Like, actually, like, what the hell? Come up with a better excuse. I know this is the start of the game, so it's supposed to be easy and it's gonna get harder, but this guy's actually just dumb. You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Yeah, I would do it gladly, because he's dumb. Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. Does everyone here forget what the murder weapon was? Present. Objection! Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock, it was this statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? That's so real. Like, how does that look like a clock? You can say the black bit at the front says, like, the time of day. Wow, you with your objections and your evidence, just who do you think you are? I'm literally an ace attorney, like, excuse you. Just answer the question, Mr. Sarwit. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may, why? He can't even defend this one. Yes, Mr. Payne? As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. What? Where is he taking this information from? Out of his ass? Oh my god, I just knew they were going to like come up with some bullshit about how that's a clock. The neck is a switch, you just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. I see. What? You don't see, so the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now? Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do my best than that. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. Oh wait, so it actually is a clock. Am I stupid? So it's a clock, but I guess he brought it in so he could see the time, so only he could see it. If it is a clock. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sarwit, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. Well, what's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless. Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never. Look, the clock, I heard, no, I mean, I saw, wow. You don't need to chuck that at me. Don't chuck your weave. It's not like he looks worse, he just looks equally as bad. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. I hate you. It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn, burn. Give him death. Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright. Your Honor. You claim the sound that the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I'd better think through it carefully. Your Honor. The sound Mr. Sarwit heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock here. Now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. Beep. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce this time. Well, he is the thinker after all. So we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sarwit heard and the actual time of death. Bro's onto it. So Mr. Sarwit, try to talk your way out. Mr. Sarwit, try and talk your way out of this one. Ha ha ha. You forgot one thing. Uh-oh, what's he talking about now? Well, it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow. It proves nothing. What do you mean? How do you know it's running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? What? This is actually dumb, like actually just arrest them. This is how it works in real life, like there's so much evidence against them, but they just can't arrest them. Like, what? It's so obvious. If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it, I was so close. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict them, unfortunately. This ends the cross-examination of Mrs. Sarwit. I came all the way down here to testify and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal, a criminal. You lawyers are all slime. Girl, I almost had him. Sorry, Larry, I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Sarwit. Mia, I mean Chief. Listen up, right? Don't throw this one away. Not like this, think. But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. That doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right. So, right. So it was slow because he wanted it to seem like he wasn't there at the murder. Oh, was it so that people would think that the murder was 3 hours earlier than it actually was? I'm not sure. Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Yes. Wait, maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you said the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found any evidence to support this claim? Of course, there is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off. Let's see this evidence that proves the clock was running slow. Okay, I just thought of what it could be. I literally had it open on the screen for a really long time, which is why there's a cut. But she just arrived from Paris, so it could have been her clock from there saying the Paris time. I'm pretty sure. Is there a way I can save? Oh, I can't. Take that! The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 PM here, it's 1 AM there the next day. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. Oh my god, how am I supposed to think of that? The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sarwit, or should I say, Mr. Did It? Yeah. Why is he gonna take off his shirt and go crazy? Don't die, man. Order, I say. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness. He was arrested and he has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. Hell yeah. Larry, you did crap out there. You couldn't even be asked to defend yourself. Like, why are you even my best friend? And with that, this court is adjourned. I was gonna save. It turns out that Frank Sarwit was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sarwit let himself in to do his dirty work. But she found him and he killed him. While he was searching a place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sarwit grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. Oh man, it sucks to just die like that from a dumb burglar. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby Number 2. Ooh, I still can't believe we won. Right, good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end in such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. Well, he's still sad because his girlfriend, who literally broke up with him, was cheating with many different boys. Yeah. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Oh, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. What do you mean? Would you rather die than live without your ex? Good. Wait, no, I mean bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Windy's gone, man. Gone forever. She was gonna be gone forever from you anyway. Larry, she was, no, never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts innocent. Thanks. I really owe you one. Isn't his name Larry? I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat. Oh no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Why are you inviting me? Like, please bring me. Oh hey. Here, take this. It's a present. A present for me? What? It literally was using a murder weapon. Wait, isn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Why did you not use that as evidence? Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Why is he flirting with her? Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Yeah, well, a lot of people do that. Don't that make you just want to just cry? Larry. Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Is she just trying to cheer him up because she, like, literally did not care about him? No, you don't gotta sympathize with me, it's okay. Oh, I'm not sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Right. Do you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? Oh yeah, I think it's the statue, the clock thingy, because she like took it to Paris, which means that she was actually thinking about him. So yeah, let's present that. Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Her what? What about that clock? Are you dumb? This is a clock you made for her, Larry, and she took it with her when she travelled. Whatever, she's probably just needed that clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take travelling. Yeah, that's so heavy, oh my god. That literally would have been so much, like, effort to drag along. Well, make of it what you will. Hey Nick, I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am, thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realise things change depending on how you look at them. People too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right. Listen. Learn. Grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner on me, with just us? We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah, part at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime, maybe over drinks. She rizzing me up like hell. And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." Yeah, it is, otherwise you'd be in jail right now. But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us unless you count the clock he gave me. Oh my god, he's not going to pay us, are you kidding me? What is wrong with him? I didn't know it then. But that clock was soon going to be at the centre of another incident. Mia's not going to be dead. Like, she isn't. Like, simply that's not going to happen, I swear to god. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. Mia, no! Come back to me! We were basically engaged at that, like we literally were gonna speak over drinks, like do not die. Oh my god. The end. I need to go and I need to eat lunch and do my homework, but I'm very upset right now. Okay, so I saved and I'm very distressed, and is she gonna be dead, or maybe we're not gonna talk to her because she accidentally killed someone, or she got accused of murder and she's gonna be in jail, or she maybe got fired. I'm not sure, but I really don't want her to be dead. But at some point it's like sometimes dying is better than going to jail, I'm not gonna lie. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed. I actually like this a lot. I didn't know I had to be voicing all of the characters. I was used to Persona 3 where like they voice most of the characters and you can like voice it yourself sometimes. But in this one, I guess because it's like an old game or it's based on an old game, you have to voice everyone, and I feel like I'm giving the wrong voices to literally everyone. But yeah, I'm glad that I actually got the first one right, and I know it's only going to get harder, and I'm actually stressed imagining what's going to happen. And if I really don't know the answer, I'm going to look it up because I do not want to show you guys a bad ending. That would literally be terrible. But anyways, that was really enjoyable. If you enjoyed it too, then I'll upload the next episode soon as I've finished editing, and see you later. Goodbye.